SPLYCE's turn to prove that they belong in the RLCS, going up against an Allegiance team that had a shot in the RLCS. They've been in the RLCS a couple times now, have found themselves in that lower part of the standings now multiple times. So we'll see if that affects them here, if SPLYCE can come in, clearly a heavy favorite from the desk, but we've seen how that doesn't matter at all.
Can Allegiance make a Chief stop being, as he says, really sad? That's the one I'm looking forward to.
And I mean, we have seen the flashes of brilliance out of Allegiance.
Oh, yeah.
But now time has run out. It is promotion time. Tyler, or Ty, not Tyler.
Oh, the bump in midair.
We saw some physical play last series. And now Nose Dude off the backboard to J-Wiz. 15 seconds in, SPLYCE strike first.
And this quick counterattack, Nose Dude and Karma setting this up. You've got J-Wiz just waiting in mid. Great read from him, knowing how it's coming across. You saw how early he jumped for that. But even when they're playing defense, even when there's Allegiance players all around them, they still set up the passing plays.
And that is one thing that's always been so fun about SPLYCE is they take every opportunity to go that extra pass, try to make those passing plays happen. And it's a lot of fun to watch. Now J-Wiz, no boost, tries to go for a fake air dribble there. Follow up, J-Wiz has nothing. Counterattack chance, Nose Dude scrambling back. Aleutian up to Seabass. Seabass, he's gonna get denied there by Nose Dude.
All the SPLYCE just a little bit too shy to make that, shy of boost, I should say, to make that goal happen.
Now Aleutian gets it over J-Wiz. Follow up from Seabass and Allegiance tying up.
SPLYCE falling apart here on defense. Allegiance turning it around. That bounce, perfect for Aleutian. I'm sure SPLYCE saw it and they rolled their eyes.
Yeah, J-Wiz was frozen. What do you do in that situation? Left high and dry. Both teams getting on the board in the first minute of gameplay. Karma going for an off-the-ceiling play. Seabass hitting it downfield. He'll chase it. Not the greatest hit from J-Wiz. Ty, he's going to easily clean this one up.
You say not the greatest hit. I say probably one of the worst his team could have asked for right in that situation. No one back. J-Wiz wanted that hard clear. So difficult to time those, and you see what happens. You see what we talk about. When we say you need perfect consistency, those things, they seem like they're easy. Everyone just does them constantly when you look at top-level Rocket League. But missing that by a fraction of a second, it just lobs right in front of your net.
Yeah, and for Allegiance, Ty, he was just waiting. He was waiting and hoping that would be the case. He was just in the perfect position to take advantage of that hit. Now Ty, trying to get it down the sideline. Nose Dude denies it and gets a follow-up here, but Seabass brute forces his way through. Seabass,
no boost.
And no boost, resorting to wave dashing to pick up speed. And now a chance, Nose Dude net wide open, and SPLYCE equalize.
Can't really say a whole lot of these goals so far right now. Seem to be on defensive mistakes.
Yep, a hit far backwards. Nose Dude just had a wide open shot. Ty couldn't get back in time.
I do like how quick SPLYCE are to turn it around. From defense to offense, they're very quick to notice they've got some sort of advantage, some positional or boost advantage when they notice that Allegiance has actually, once they've overcommit, SPLYCE starts spreading out for the passes, even if it feels a little bit risky.
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen people miss more open nets than that, so just excellent speed from Nose Dude. Getting back, making that shot, putting it on target. And now Aleutian going for the ground pinch. Didn't work out. Nose Dude gets a piece of it here. Ty taking his time. Karma upfield. Wismont just goes for the boost steal, gets it. And it looks like he got a piece of Aleutian here. Follow up. Ty, last one in net. Karma going for the challenge. And now Aleutian in the middle to Seabass. Blocked by Nose Dude. Now ball into the middle for Karma. Karma touches it by one. Gets that hit, but it's not going to go into the center. Seabass will take over.
Trying to play a little keep away. I like the idea. You talk about how great of a passing team SPLYCE can be and their ability to not just lob these weak shots at net. They're keeping their shots pretty low in quantity, I should say, but it's because they want to keep the shots of high quality.
Quality over quantity, Carpet.
Not a life I live by.
And now Ty. Both missing. Karma is going to get the boost steal. Good pinch from Seabass. Nose Dude, last player back for Splyce. He gets a touch. That'll buy time. Now Aleutian off the back board. Karma up to Nose Dude. Nose Dude pops it up for Karma. Karma the shot. Double commit. But there was a demo there that took the third player out of rotation. That perhaps saving Allegiance as it's still tied up. Just a minute and a half left to go. Karma in the corner. Now Ty with a touch, trying to follow it up himself. Aleutian beats Wismont. Nose Dude last back.
Nice hard clear. Team bump as well. Tyler onto Seabass, but he recovered nicely.
Now Aleutian
Seabass is up there.
He sees Seabass. Seabass doesn't put a shot on target, but forces a rebound. Karma off the side. Seabass off the ceiling. Forces it by Wismont. Karma's there. And now pass over. J-Wiz getting into the way of Aleutian there. That was a big read from him. Aleutian had his eyes on the goal. Now Seabass. He'll have full boost in the corner. Karma not giving him any space. The follow-up, Karma almost getting that in.
Ty, he didn't have the boost to challenge that, and he just hoped and prayed.
Now Nose Dude. Taking that boost. J-Wiz hits it off the backboard. Seabass, not the greatest hit, but it still gets by. 1v1 situation. Nose Dude off the backboard. And now Seabass has to bail out. Nose Dude getting the clear. Nose Dude again, just forcing that ball through. Chance for Karma. Karma with the follow-up. And they take the lead in the final 12 seconds.
That last push from Allegiance, they had the positioning, but they didn't have the resources. That last shot was unattainable because they only had 12 boosts to reach up for it, and that's the counterattacks from SPLYCE that we've seen all game.
SPLYCE now just need to hold on for 12 more seconds. Aleutian with the win. J-Wiz hits it down into the corner, gets the challenge, ties there, touches it up. Seabass
miss,
keeps it up. Can they get there in time? Aleutian with the 0-second equalizer.
Playing patient, the miss from Karma. She recovered just a little bit too late. Seabass getting it around the final defender, and Aleutian in support. We'll go into overtime.
My, oh my. That is one thing that's amazing about Rocket League is the game does not end till that ball touches the ground. And now overtime. Allegiance have a chance to steal this game. Nose Dude up. Chance Ty, just wide. Karma trying to recover off the backboard. Seabass, he's up and blocked by J-Wiz.
SPLYCE, you can see they don't have their two-touch defensive plays right now because they're having to play too much defense, although there's Karma at the midfield.
Karma going for a second touch. Out into the middle. Aleutian takes over. Challenge from J-Wiz. Now Ty in the corner. J-Wiz got the boost steal. Karma trying not to get beat here.
Nice flick. Second challenge.
Nose Dude with the challenge as well. Karma last back for a little bit. Aleutian, that was on target, but Nose Dude, he was waiting in net. Nose Dude up again. Downfield, Seabass is waiting. Seabass up, now J-Wiz covers. Seabass is gonna bicycle kick that straight up in the air. Karma off her own back wall. Clearing it downfield. Can anyone get back in time? No! Karma from downtown seals game number 1 for SPLYCE.
She chases this down. Tyler, he toyed with the idea of going up for that. And he might be regretting not doing it because all of Allegiance were caught at midfield. No one's there to play defense, and SPLYCE with a Hail Mary take the first game.
And my, oh my, I was not expecting a shot from that distance to go in.
I don't think Karma was either, to be honest. Karma's like, cleared. Apparently actual cleared. That's in net.
So that overtime goal separate, that's it. SPLYCE taking game number 1. Allegiance.
Series over, guys.
I was one, shocked that Allegiance was able to get that 0-second goal. Yeah. But then Karma. Let's take another look at this shot. This is about the longest shot that you can take in Rocket League. Look at that, from her own back wall. Aleutian, you know, so close. Just, it looks like he might have been able, had he timed his double, like his second jump appropriately, might have been able to get that save. But what a heads-up shot from Karma. It's so close.
That's got to feel so painful. I can't tell if it was resource management, if he didn't have it, or if maybe it was more of a situation of just such a difficult read. I think he got bumped a quarter second.
Yeah, it looked like he just got bumped before that play was taking place, so he was already a little bit flustered, a little bit out of position, and then trying to scramble back. But that was as close as it can get. SPLYCE, it looked like they had that in the final seconds, but again, last-second heroics from Allegiance still weren't able to take it. But SPLYCE take game number 1. This is a best-of-7, a long road ahead still for these teams.
I expect game 1. I think that'll be an outlier. We saw a lot of critical defensive mistakes on both sides. Towards the end, Allegiance even being able to tie that up was just a full whiff from Karma trying to attempt that on defense. We saw overcommits from Allegiance and SPLYCE back and forth that series, or that game, I should say. So I'd expect that'll get cleaned up, and we'll see a much different game 2.
See, Carpet, if that is the case indeed. Wiz sending that up the sideline. Seabass off the ceiling, sees Ty, goes for the pass, but that one cut off. Now Lucian, follow-up, Jwiz on the back wall. Now Nose Dude, he's gonna pop it up for Karma. Karma up in the air, going for a double tap. No, it's a pass out to Jwiz. Jwiz cleans it up, SPLYCE strike first.
Look at Nose Dude. Look at this flick out to Karma. He knew she was there in support. I love that. He would have just given up possession had he done that without her there, which means either that was a reckless play that she saved him from doing something silly, or he knew exactly what he was doing. And that's what I'm going to go ahead and assume. He passed that out to Karma and Jwiz to seal it up.
And I mean, you could see Karma, you know, taking the Cloud9 style approach, using air roll as much as you, want, not as much as you need.
Just tape it down.
And now Karma challenging Seabass in the corner. Aleutian getting challenged by Nose Dude. Nose Dude, we've seen him just be a 50-50 monster for SPLYCE.
Mid.
Now Karma. The pressure from SPLYCE mounting, double commit. But Seabass still buys a lot of time for his team with that touch.
That really was much needed from Seabass. Once he saw that double commit, he knew that touch had to be a monster one.
Now chance Seabass, his shot blocked at the origin.
An attempted bump there from Allegiance onto the SPLYCE goalie.
And you saw Wismont had no boost there, just trying to make the other team believe he did for long enough. That worked out for him. Now a bump there on Ty. Jwiz out into the middle. Karma, she's there. But the backboard denied by Aleutian. Now Lucian going for an air dribble. He's just going to leave that, but Jwiz hits it downfield. Seabass trying to hit it up. Seabass on 0 boost. Still a chance for him, but Nose Dude getting in the way. SPLYCE low on boost as well. Ty just popping it up. Double commit from SPLYCE.
Triple.
Chance for Seabass, but he whiffs. Aleutian, a high shot. That one blocked by Nose Dude, but again, a double commit being forced.
Nicely done. That touch was legitimately, he needed to make that touch. There was a bump on a Karma. The net was wide open for Allegiance to strike on.
And those key touches so huge. We saw Seabass make one a little bit ago. Now Jwiz making that play. It has been neck and neck. Karma upfield. Jwiz, he came off the sidewall, got a piece of it, but Aleutian was able to get that downfield. Karma, she'll leave this for Nose Dude. Getting in the way a little bit. And now a chance for Seabass. Oh, that could have came back to haunt him. We saw Karma and Nose Dude get tangled up near net. Now Karma trying to clear it, but Seabass was ready and waiting. Nose Dude gets it downfield. A miss, ball out in the middle. Chance for Wismont, he puts it off the backboard. Karma doesn't follow.
She knew he'd make a reckless clear. I like that Nose Dude there.
Seabass again getting a piece of it. He'll be able to clear this downfield. Karma, she'll be waiting. Sends it right out, but back into the middle. Nose Dude. What will he do with it? Gets challenged by Ty. Karma gets one touch, goes for another, but she won't have the boost for it. Seabass out to Aleutian. Aleutian into the middle. And Karma hits it off to the side. So SPLYCE, they have been stuck in their half for quite some time. But Allegiance, they have not been able to put one in. Nose Dude Center ball to Jaywiz. Jaywiz is going to put that wide. Ty, that shot's going to test Karma. Karma easily hits it off to the side. Now Lucian, ball up for Seabass. Final minute. Seabass going for a bump, gets bumped himself. Now Lucian tapping it to himself.
Went for the goalie, almost got her.
Yeah, Karma, the big save there, not letting that one get followed up on.
Ty not getting the touch he needed. Lucian getting bumped as well. He's a little slow to this.
Now final 30 seconds. Allegiance need one. Karma out into the middle. Chance for Nose Dude, but he leaves it. Seabass with that challenge.
Splice
now Ty.
Oh.
Perhaps he could have the space. No. And Karma again denying the backboard. Final 10 seconds. Allegiance. They've got to get one. We saw him do it last game. Can they do it again here in game 2? And no, that's it. Jaywiz lets it bounce. Splyce take game number 2, 1-0.
Keeping these 1-goal games. We saw Splyce fall passive there towards the end, which I gotta say sometimes a little bit risky when you've dominated a whole game, but they didn't even dominate in offense. If you'll notice, Allegiance has a good chunk more shots than Splyce.
7-5.
Yeah.
Outshot 7-5. Splyce stuck in their own half for quite some time.
They had double the saves, 4 saves, so Splyce only 2 for Allegiance. So, Allegiance definitely had more offensive pressure. They weren't able to seal the deal. It's something they talked about on the desk. They think that Splyce has a little bit more creativity potentially going onto that offense. But once they were up, they started to play defense, started to play passive. We saw what happened in game 1. It fell apart in the last 12 seconds.
Absolutely. And the only game, or the only goal this game was that Karma, that team play, Nose Dude over to Karma. Karma freestyling, putting that pass off the backboard for Jaywiz. That was the only goal of the game. And it was a good one. Splyce continuing to work those passing plays into their game. But this one, Allegiance had a majority of the possession.
Yeah. And I think right now most of the success that we've seen so far this series has been on counterattacks, not on essentially that beat down pressure where you're just slowly tearing them down, stealing their boost with precise shot after precise shot, right? Maybe it's because, like I said, when this day started, this is some of the most pressure these players will ever feel in their careers. I know Worlds...
Even more so than Worlds, because at Worlds, you at least know you'll be in the RLCS next season no matter what.
Yep.
For these players, getting into the RLCS, it brings your career to the next level. There's so much pressure on the line today. Now Karma. Nose Dude. Beat to the ball by Seabass. Seabass with a chance, but Jaywiz. Big hit from him. Ty gives up possession. Lucian centers that one up. Jaywiz is going to take advantage of that. Karma also up.
That would have been a wild aerial passing play.
Now Karma with the challenge.
She's got Jaywiz in support. Nope, they're just going to leave that. Watch the boost they use. Watch the clear to nobody. No, to Tyler. I'm corrected.
And we've seen what Allegiance can do in the RLCS. Come close a few times. Had that crazy victory, and that shot almost finding its mark. Had that Game 5 overtime victory against FlyQuest. They've got the arsenal, but Splyce has been dominating. That shot off the crossbar, still out in front of net. Nose Dude racing in, and he'll punch that one in. Splyce strike first.
The pressure started to build with every second that ball was not struck. Seabass and Lucian going for it. Tyler with nothing in the tank, trying to flip his way back there. That's always the saddest image to me. Watching somebody just fervently flipping back to the net to try and hopefully get there.
Fervently?
I said a word, and then it fell apart halfway through the word.
I love it, though. I'm going to start using it.
Yeah, frivolously.
Frivolously. It keeps changing.
You Google it, guys. I promise, it's something. Maybe don't, actually. That's a risky play.
Now Allegiance down by 1. And now the response. Ty is able to sneak this one through. Allegiance equalize.
The full barrier of Splyce standing right in front of him, and he still managed to sneak this in. Jaywiz and Nose Dude both baiting each other to get that a little bit late. I think Nose Dude thought Jaywiz would get a smack. Once it was too far from the wall, he went to go challenge. Tyler ties it up.
It's a lot of ties.
It's at least 3.
Think he's wearing one?
That would actually be very clever.
I doubt we'll ever find out. Ty, though, does get that equalizer. Allegiance right back in this one. Now Seabass popping it up. Aleutian off the ceiling. Scary ball. Ty, where did Aleutian come from? Aleutian coming in from off screen.
I can't tell if he made that better or worse for his team. Ty was there for the standard shot.
That was so close to finding its mark. Now follow up from Seabass. Karma's there. And Aleutian can't get to it. Low on boost. Counterattack opportunity. Seabass. Center to Ty. Ty.
Ooh.
Shot. That'll be wide. Karma's going to take over. Seabass. Nose Dude gets a piece of it. Aleutian going for the pass as well. Seabass off the corner. Nose Dude hitting it down. Allegiance starting to keep that pressure up. We saw him do it most of last game, even though they still lost. Allegiance just need to convert on that pressure, convert on that possession. And that shot from Aleutian, that's going to be high. Follow up from Ty, it's weak. And Nose Dude was waiting in net, getting the ball out of danger.
Can't believe that didn't go in.
It was about as close as they come to a goal without actually scoring one. Now Aleutian, a touch here, chance for Nose Dude. Now Seabass getting some help from Aleutian. Wiz. And now Nose Dude, long clear, Aleutian. He misses that hit, Seabass will bail him out. Seabass on the wall, drops it down to Ty. Ty clearing it into the SPLYCE corner. J-Wiz trying to go for a clear, but Aleutian was waiting in the middle off the ceiling. Nose Dude down to Karma. Karma misses that one. Ty out into the middle, Wismont clearing it downfield. Back out into the middle, Wismont centers it, but Karma too far away and Seabass will hit it back.
No one feeling terribly comfortable. You can see the default play styles kind of crumbling here. They're all just waiting for that opportunity, potentially a defensive mistake or a really good touch and clear.
Ooh. And Nose Dude with a very good read there. Getting in that shooting lane. Karma. Now the final minute of game 3. Tied up right now, position to go into overtime.
Nice follow from Karma.
Now J-Wiz, that shot blocked by Aleutian. Well placed, but Aleutian with some heroic. Seabass, the 1-2 play high. And now
He missed.
The net's open if Wismont can get there in time. Trying to get this ball into the middle, but Allegiance recovers. Final 30 seconds. We saw SPLYCE get a goal in the final seconds. Can they do it again? Wismont off the backboard. Karma! She hits the shot. There was a defender waiting in net, but he just couldn't get there in time.
That first touch just close enough to force Seabass and Tyler to go up in case it was on target.
And Ty was in net. He was just inches away from being able to block that shot. And SPLYCE getting the lead again. Can they hold on to it this time?
Only 12 boost for Aleutian. He's not reaching that one. He needs to grab this side boost.
Final few seconds. Ty into the corner. Seabass centers it. Aleutian keeps it up. That's going to bounce down. Wismont hitting it out. And that's it. Game number 3 going to SPLYCE.
3 in a row to SPLYCE. 1 goal every single victory. We see another trade back and forth of possession, leading in that final goal that SPLYCE scored that game. It was just ping pong with possession. But again,
look at the shot differential.
It's insane. Allegiance has had more offensive pressure than SPLYCE.
Yeah, I mean, Allegiance shooting a baker's dozen. I wish that happened last series, because it would have been fantastic, but 13 shots for Allegiance to just 5 of SPLYCE.
And you saw what happened. Both teams started, I'd say the last 2 minutes, both teams started to just fall apart. Their normal tactics just kind of, they're like, you know what, screw it, we'll throw it out the window. At this point, we need to play reactively. We just need to make sure we capitalize on any moment that we see. You saw a lot less cheating up from SPLYCE. You saw a lot less passes from both teams. It was a matter of smacking, watching, reacting, trying to capitalize on any bad touch, any missed touch as well, and then trying to overwhelm, which is still a fine tactic, but you start losing that capacity. This is why these games are so close, because they both start to play passive.
Yeah, and we've seen you know, a lot of passing attempts from Allegiance that get shut down time and time again. We saw multiple saves from SPLYCE, tons of shots from Allegiance, but not really a ton of shots that you really felt like were incredibly threatening. But every game this series has been so close. Just one goal game, multiple games. SPLYCE just sneaking away with these victories.
I mean, the 2 shots you'll really see are just those wild ones that absolutely nobody could save, or a nice, easy open net because you've actually just played that defense hard, forced them at a net, made them challenge you, and beat them in everything.
Now Allegiance, they have to get this game win. Otherwise, they will move down into the lower portion of the bracket. And the follow-up from Aleutian just 13 seconds in. Allegiance take the lead.
So many quick goals, and we saw this. We even saw this at Worlds, man. These kickoff goals, I don't know what's going on right now with the current Rocket League meta, but kickoff goals, either everyone's getting great at them or everyone's terrible at them, and I still haven't figured out which is which.
You know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles.
I thought that I was waiting for the,
you know, there was no, I'm just saying, you never know how the kickoff's going to go.
You were just using it the way it was intended.
It's on kickoffs, everybody's low on boost right away. So people are going for boost, so you're going to be out of position if the ball bounces horribly.
Those dudes,
so, you know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. You got to wait and see. Aleutian up to Seabass. Seabass could have placed that one a little bit better, but the passing idea was there. Another pass out into the middle. Double commit. Seabass racing in. Seabass will.
One more boost to follow.
Now Aleutian going for the dunk. Gets it by one player. But Jaywiz. Now center ball. Nose dude sniffed that play out.
Look at this offense from Allegiance. SPLYCE has been caught on almost no boost. Right now, the only player with boost is Karma. She's all the way in the corner. Her teammates buying her enough time to get there.
And Allegiance, they have so much boost. And now Karma, she's on a breakaway. Can she get there in time? She does. And Karma ties it up for SPLYCE.
Allegiance had so much
She has no boost. Look at flipping. Sneaks that pad in. Frivolously racing towards it.
Back towards the net.
But again, Allegiance, they had all the boost. They had all the boost, all the pressure. And that happened. So that's got to be heartbreaking for Allegiance. Now Wismont tapping it downfield. No, Aleutian over to Seabass. Seabass off the sidewall. Ty with the follow-up. Clears it down to the SPLYCE corner. Jaywiz getting demoed. Seabass no boost. Tries to get that ball out into the middle. The follow-up from Aleutian. Aleutian gets his second. Allegiance ahead again.
I don't have much to say about this game so far. Karma not getting the touch. Nose dude caught. Didn't know whether the front flip or back flip. And played by Aleutian. They're now up again. 1 goal game. Surprise, surprise.
It has been neck and neck all series long. And now finally starting to get some distance off the kickoff. Ty extends Allegiance lead by 2.
Another kickoff goal. Seabass followed by Ty with a chase down. Jay Wismont. He may have been able to take that from a different angle, but he didn't have a lot of boost, so he wanted to play a bit patient to make sure he had momentum on that challenge. Still tough. Again, off a kickoff. Not another. Maybe another.
And perhaps another Seabass. And that one's going to go over Ty's head. But you're right, Carpet. The cookie not crumbling so well for SPLYCE off kickoffs.
Sometimes that's the way the biscuit breaks.
I guess
It's what they've always said, right?
I guess so. I don't know. I haven't heard it, but it sounds like it could be a thing. So I won't call you on it. And now a demo. Seabass up the sideline. Wismont full boost. Centers that ball. Nose dude.
A little out of reach.
Now Jaywiz off to the side. Aleutian was going for a demo. Forced Karma to jump. And now a bump. Ty. He's just going to clean this one up. 4-1 Allegiance running away with game 4.
SPLYCE with 1 shot. Allegiance with 8 at halftime. They are tearing this game away. Allegiance now 4-1, the biggest spread we've seen this entire series. The biggest we've seen previous to this is 1. Well, maybe 2 at one point.
Maybe at one point, but now Allegiance really starting to run away. You have to wonder what's changed. Allegiance, they've had that shot advantage and pressure advantage, and a good mind game from Karma. Can she finish this off? Aleutian with the block. Karma had, she got some space there with those moves, but perhaps needed to shoot a little sooner.
Got the shot on.
Now Aleutian, not the greatest hit. J-Wiz doesn't turn for it. Karma with the shot, that's blocked by Seabass. And now Seabass downfield. Ty. Now Nose Dude, Karma going for the corner play, gets the double tap pass out into the middle. Nose Dude, but a save there from Aleutian, who had absolutely nothing in the tank. Now Karma.
Not a great touch from Ty. Gonna give up possession. 2 going for that.
We do see that double commit, but
Good
Ty
luck,
recovers quickly. Nose Dude, yeah, in a tough spot there, but he prevailed. But now backboard chance. Ty, he'll drop another one in. 5-1. Allegiance crushing Splyce.
You know, my best guess at this is it feels like Allegiance just figured they need to pick up the pace. We heard a chief say that he thought Allegiance was one of the slower teams here out of these 4, and that may have been where SPLYCE was able to capitalize and figure it out. And now it really feels like they've woken up, they're trying to challenge, they're cutting off those passes, and SPLYCE aren't able to figure it out. Again, with the low shots they've had every single game, that means they're not making a lot of opportunities, they're just making really good ones.
And that's all that counts. Again, quality over quantity. I know that's not the credo you live your life by, Carpet.
Not a chance.
Now, time ticking away. SPLYCE looks like they will have to adjust. Allegiance have found something. Karma, she'll take her time. Getting bumped out of the play. Ty will hit this downfield. Nose Dude across the field to J-Wiz. J-Wiz off the backboard, a misread from Seabass. Chance for SPLYCE, and SPLYCE, they power through, but 15 seconds left, a 3-goal differential.
Every single player needed to be involved with this. Somehow this J-Wiz hit it into a defender who hit it back at a Nose Dude. Little chaotic there, but as you said, 3 goals in 15 seconds. Chances are slim for the sweep to happen for SPLYCE.
Yeah, we need to see a bunch of kickoff goals for that to happen.
Hey, you know, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but that's going to be it. SPLYCE fall in game number 4. Allegiance with their upper bracket back to the wall. Fight off at least one more game.
What do you think it's speed, James? It seems to be. I'd say they just really started to challenge every ball as quickly as they possibly could to make sure that SPLYCE couldn't get those midfield passes. You see how great they are at getting it from defense to offense quickly. Allegiance were just snuffing that.
Yeah, I mean, it was finally one of those situations where they did just break down the defense after continued pressure, boost stealing, keeping the ball in SPLYCE's half, just relentlessly attacking net. And Allegiance finally starting to put these shots in. We've seen them put up a lot of shots, but nothing on target. Now Allegiance finally starting to make those plays happen.
They ended up with 10 shots by the end of that, but SPLYCE were able to pick it back up. 9 shots for them, so it got real close. 3 shots split evenly across the entire team, so they're working together. There's no one in a specific role, which I love seeing in certain teams. It's still, I don't know, it's really weird. You'll see players that always have that tendency still, whether they want to play defense, be that third man, whether they want to be the dribbler challenger that's always at the front pushing that ball forward. But I don't really notice that at either of these teams. No one really seems to fall into any role. They're all trying to work together, but the speed really picked up, and you know, it's still close. SPLYCE only need a single game right now to stay in the upper and take the series.
And you've got to wonder if nerves are going to start playing that factor. SPLYCE know they're just one game away from moving one step closer to the RLCS. And again, we have seen reverse sweeps in best of 7. They are rare, but it does happen. So SPLYCE trying to close this one out. Allegiance, on the other hand, going to try to stay alive. Ty with a win. Now Wismont up to Karma. Karma, that shot blocked. Nose Dude, he was waiting. Wismont, now a chance to pass it. But a good counterattack here now. Seabass going for another touch, gets a piece. He'll back pass it. Aleutian waiting. And now Aleutian Across the field, a demo from Ty on J-Wiz, but Nose Dude responds right back. Karma beating Illusion to the ball. She'll have full boost here. Ty dropping it down, but Wismont's waiting. Wismont almost trying to make that solo play. Now Karma with a little bit of time, going for the clear. Long clear.
I still feel like no one's recovered from kickoff. Everyone's still flicking it away, trying to make sure that all three teammates can have boost. The drop down from Nose down to Karma. She was there to support. 1 minute in, and Splyce take the lead.
And Karma, she was just ready. You see there getting that center ball. Nose Dude puts it down, and Karma ready for it. It actually hit off Seabass a little bit too. But Karma with just great positioning. Nose Dude dropping it down. You know they were communicating that play.
That was beautiful to watch. Awesome watching that unfold. I was talking about players still seemed like they were trying to make sure that their whole team had boost from kickoff. Some crazy back and forth plays for the first minute. But Splyce are the first to seal it. Risky save.
Making you scratch your head a little bit. Ty Hill retreat. Seabass going for the center ball. Nose Dude touches it down to himself. Going for another block, got a piece of it. Wismont back. Oh, big play from Karma. She denies that shot. Now racing back again. Ty with a shooting opportunity, blocked again by Karma. Nose Dude finally getting that clear. And a bump as well. Nose Dude had no boost. That was a huge bump from him.
Another bump from Karma from Illusion on the wall. They're just taking them out one at a time. Seabass can't get there. The physical plays from Splyce just flinked Allegiance around the field, and they can't play defense.
Just smart gameplay from Splyce. When you don't have any boost, do whatever you can to give your teammates an opportunity. Nose Dude, he's going to score this one unassisted, but you're right, Carpet. That physical play paying dividends for Splyce.
Nose Dude just trying to buy some time, clearing it out.
Now 2 minutes into what could be the final game of the series. Allegiance find themselves down by 2. Nose Dude across the field to Karma. Karma into the corner. Illusion with a response, but possession has been given up. Full boost now for Karma. Karma off the ceiling, drops it down. Nose Dude, he's there. Ball out in the middle. A win there from Ty. Karma last back, 2v1. The flick, and Karma gets the save.
I think they were banking on her having less boost than that, but she was able to reach that. A little bit dangerous for Splyce, but with the 2-goal padding, they were able to play that with a little bit less nerves.
Now, a dunk here, chance. Wismont gets bailed out by Karma. And now Karma up the sideline. Illusion dribbling it in his own half. That could be risky. Gets the flick by 1. Nose Dude.
Looks like they had a secret weapon and they're breaking it out and trying to make this their final game. So many demolitions.
Now Ty off the ceiling down to Illusion. That pass wonderful, but Nose Dude, he was right in the perfect spot. Shot placement could have been a little better. Illusion hitting it up. Now Ty going for the center ball. Good control from him along the wall. But after scoring, what, 5 goals last series, it has been tough for Allegiance.
Another bump. They are ruthless right now. Splyce, they don't even care about the ball. They're just playing Allegiance right now.
Oh, and that great touch there. Karma wins it as well. She'll stay with us. Gets her flip back off the ceiling. Final minute. Time running out for Allegiance. Splyce about to move on to be 1 series away from getting into the RLCS. A long shot, Ty last back. Off to the side, Wismont center ball. That one finds its mark. Karma gets her 2nd of the game. Splyce up by 3.
And they slowly just break down this team. Bump after bump, touch after touch. They even had the boost to save that, but that defender, man, there's really no positioning to make that an easy save.
And you saw the shot from Karma as well. She air rolled just wonderfully to get that shot to go off to the left. She saw that final defender in net. Great placement, and placement so important to beating defenders. who are so good at this point. Time ticking away. Allegiance need one right now. Karma, the demo again. Seabass misses it. Seabass trying to keep hope alive, another demo. Just the final few seconds of the series. Karma pinches that across. Aleutian, he's gonna keep it up. And with that, SPLYCE will be moving on. They'll play Rogue for an RLCS spot.